Welcome to Idea Dream Home Season 5. It has been a fun ride for sure. We got to see visuals of some stunning houses and got a lot of tips and ideas from our judges. Few more weeks and we'll get to know the top house. And to help us get there, we have with us Arun Vidyasagar and Anna Kuruvilla. Today we have the visuals of a house called Madhavam from Chengnasheri. It's a fairly big house. It's 4,500 square feet. Let's get down to the visuals.
Hello friends and welcome to Idea Dream Home Season 5. I'm standing in front of Madhavam house in Chengnasheri. This house is approximately 4,500 square feet, built in the traditional style. Traditional trees and plants cover the maximum area of the landscape. On my left side, it's buffalo grass, the lawn space. Then traditional trees have been planted. Right in both sides of the entrance actually, we have the stone pathway, the interlocking bricks are used. The path that leads us directly to the car parking area. Traditional charbadi is the main attraction of the sit-out area. Well, they have done tile cladding on the walls and similar color scheme has been given to the flooring. So the flooring is vitrified tiles completely in this entire area. I'm standing in the center courtyard. Now this pathway, the wooden pathway that connects the two spaces, that side is a drawing room and bedrooms, and behind me there again bedrooms, inside wash area, kitchen, dining area. So this is the pathway that's connecting. Then to talk about the decor of the center courtyard, well, it's artificial grass and stone pavements mostly. There's some natural vegetation on the sideways too, with some white pebbles. Above it's covered by the carbonate sheet, which lets in good amount. From here it looks quite elegant. They have used dark colors in the to curtains and as well as for the decor. The wardrobes are right opposite to me. There's a separate dress area. The flooring uses solid wood. Then they have windows have been provided on either side, which helps in the cross ventilation and lighting. Right opposite the master bedroom is this small bedroom that belongs to little princess of this house. You can guess from that the soft toys that has been kept. Well, the fan is also designer, the designs of Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. Then the flooring uses solid wood flooring. There's a separate built-in wardrobes, wooden wardrobes. Then the dress area splits out to the bathroom. A compact pathway from the dining area leads us to the main kitchen. Crockery shelf covers the major area of the pathway. Then talk about the detailings of the kitchen. Well, first of all, it's vitrified tiles flooring. Then they have granite slab has been used. Multi-board cupboards have been provided above and below. Staircase has been done using a combination of wood and tile cladding. Well, teak wood has been used to build the staircase completely. Then beneath the staircase that you see in the wall, that has been done using tile cladding. I really like the grill pattern on the upper floor. Well, it gives a clear visual of the lower area, the courtyard space and the other corners of the house. So I believe it it improves the transparency between the two floors. So that was all about the house from Chenganasheri. That's our Madhavam house. I'll see you in the next episode. Till then.
Arun, I'll start with you. What is the impression that you get from the exteriors of this house?
This looks like a house that's been here for a while. I mean, what I'm trying to tell is the landscape is kind of grown well. It's well maintained and it's continuous. It doesn't stand out like anything. We have a very interesting driveway that drives up into the entry porch, and the landscape is not heavily done. So it does not interfere with the overall look of the house or anything. And it's got a good veranda in the front with the traditional charibody seating, but it's done in a very different way, like a flat back kind of thing, which is a little more comfortable. The setting is very nice. They created some kind of drama by the drive up and the landscape and everything. It's kind of suits the whole ambience.
Anna, what is your first impression?
I felt it's like driving up into a resort, a good resort, a tropical resort. The plantations, everything what they have are not the formal kind of lawn or something. It's a lot of green leafy plants with a lot of textures in terms of their leaf kind, and the color is very good dark green. And the house doesn't look overpowering. 4,000 square feet, and still it feels very cozy and comfortable. There is a veranda all around the house. The landscape actually gives such a beautiful ambience to the whole look of the house. The main door is good. It's got windows on two sides. It looks beautiful.
So does the beauty of the exterior gets carried forward to the interiors, Anna?
In terms of spaces, yes. There is again, there are courtyards inside. That courtyard in the middle is very beautiful. It's dealt very nicely. But once it comes to the individual furniture pieces, there is some kind of difference. I beg to differ. Their formal living, they've raised it by a level. They've kept very modern sofas. Again, sofas pushed against the windows, making windows inaccessible and blocking that beautiful landscape outside. Then when you move to the family, you have a dark colored sofa, and they've put towels on top of it. See, these days changing the upholstery of a sofa, it would just take 2 to 3 days, and it's not for a fraction of the money you can do it. This is a trend that we all used to have, having those chair back things all over the sofa. It ruins the look of the sofa.
Yeah.
And then the false ceiling in the living room, they've done it very well. And even the staircase, the handrails, they've done it with wood and glass. That looks, whatever is there as fixed furniture, it looks suited and well, this thing. The other bought-in furniture looks a bit bulky. The carpet in the family is also very loud. It's got a floral design. Otherwise, it is a good in term. It is very good in terms of interior planning. But the pieces need to match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arun, what would you like to add to that?
I think the design basically revolves around a traditional planning method. Right from the exterior, the veranda, the charbadi, the central courtyard, even the raised seating is actually, we have that kind of sitting in traditional houses where there's a raise. So it's kind of following that cues, but somewhere in the furnishing line they lost that traditional, means that approach to a traditional kind of lighter kind of furniture is lost. The bulky furniture covers the whole view area like what she was telling, and it kind of fills up the space. Same happens in the family area. But in family area you have a good thing, you have that roll up shutters which can be opened up to into the exterior area, and they have a sitting space outside. So this is a very interesting space. They have not gone for grills either. So this is one good space, but again there the bulky 2 single seater sofas come in the way. The next thing I noticed, the wood color changes from the doors and windows into the ceiling. It becomes dark. So I wish it was lighter, just like the doors and windows, because it will have a better connect, and the style kind of changes little more into the modern kind of straight line architecture. So again that kind of stands out a little bit of minute detailing that connects the door and window style into this would be nice. They've gone for a lot of wooden flooring. That's very interesting and very expensive too. Then we see the courtyard. Courtyard is a very interesting space. The lighting is really good. They have 2 sides of a skylight that bring in light into the courtyard, and we see a small wooden bridge walking across, and even the staircase is done in a very different way. Then kitchen is also done very organized, and I think everything falls in place.
Okay. Arun, if I may ask, how well have they managed their color and decor?
The color they have limited to certain backdrop walls in the sitting area. Then in the bedrooms, there's a kid's bedroom with a slightly darker color on the background. So other than that, they have not gone for so much colors everywhere. Whatever furnishing is there, that has got its own color. Like sofa is off-white, brownish, brown and grey combination. And the darker wood in the top, and lighting is done very sensibly. The fixtures kind of don't brighten it into your eyes. They kind of brighten to the walls, and the natural light again adds to the total ambience of the space.
Anna, what do you think?
Colors, whatever comes with the house, like that is very good. The cladding stone and that artificial grass, everything, there is that beautiful connection. It looks just right for all that. It's just that a little bit of that loose furniture fabrics and all that, and the carpet color, that is a bit different. The kids' room maybe a bit on the dark side, but I'm sure the children would love it in terms of that's somewhere you can do some bit of experiments. Color, I wouldn't say they are wrong, but nothing too great in terms of color. Decor, the space is good, and the window treatments, some of the blinds near the family and all, it looks very interesting.
Coming to the ambience, what is your total take on the ambience?
Ambience is good. It feels like you're driving into a resort, like I said before. So even when you're inside, it's a you don't get at one shot get to see the whole house. Like you're curious to move into the next space. So that way it feels really interesting, and it is good.
Okay, what do you think, Arun?
I'm also very happy with the exterior ambience. Like what she was telling, there is a lot of greenery around, and it doesn't stay disconnected. It kind of merges with the house, and they have not gone for very formal landscaping. They've gone for very simple buffalo grass lawns, and then slightly taller shrubs and small palms and things like that, and it kind of blends the whole thing together, and ambience kind of tries to reciprocate inside by following a traditional central courtyard kind of methodology. But again, what happens in the interior is he or she is tried to do a certain pattern of updating the traditional planning method into the modern style. Like in the puja area, you can see the doors are totally designed in a different way, with as a horizontal member kind of reducing the height, and on one side you have that slats where there is lamps kept, metal lamps are kept. So it is kind of incorporating the traditional architectural style into the modern situation, and the ambience inside kind of satisfies that situation. So I think it's generally a good house.
Getting on to the scores, Anna, I would like to know how much have you scored them on exteriors?
Exteriors look very pleasant. The landscape and the house are kind of intertwined and gives a very beautiful feeling. I've given them 22 on 25.
22 on 25. How much have you given, Arun?
I also think the exteriors are done very decently, and it blends with the whole landscape right from the driveway. I think I would score them 21.
21 on 25. And how about interiors?
Interiors again, they have tried to do justice to the planning method of planning, the spatial quality. Only thing that would concern me is some sofa, some loose furniture, which some of them are bulky, some of them look like very old furniture that have been brought in. So that kind of doesn't gel with the overall character of interiors. I think other than that, the spaces are really good. I would score them 21.
21 on 25. How about you, Anna?
The interiors, from the interiors you have a good connect to the exterior. The fixed furniture, the false ceiling and the lighting and all seem very appropriate. The spaces are connected well through the central courtyard. The staircase is well placed. So I've given them 22 on 25.
22. And how about color and decor?
Color and decor is something they need to work on, and also the choosing those fabric and the colors. I've given them 20 on 25.
20 on 25. Arun,
I too have the same opinion. I think they've gone a little dark in some selection of color for the wood, the ceiling especially, the paneling on the backside of the TV, etc. And then I think if that is changed into the regular color scheme that is being followed, or even no color, I think there is enough light to bring in enough color and decor to the space. I think if that was avoided, they would have fared much better. I think I'll score them 20 now.
20 on 25. And the final parameter is ambience. How much have you scored them?
Ambience, I have averaged them at 21.
21 on 25. Anna?
They have a beautiful ambience. It's a beautiful house. I've given them 21 on 25.
So the judges have given their final score. Anna has given a score of 85 out of 100. Arun has given a score of 83, while the public has given a score of 42 out of 50. The summative total that we have is 210 out of 250. Packed with lot of inspirational ideas to make the most of your home. Keep watching Idea Dream Home Season 5 on your favorite channel, Rose Bowl.